Guys, how you doing? MDW here with another action figure unboxing and review. This time it is from the Star Wars Last Jedi. It is the S.H.Figuarts Captain Phasma figure. So let's have a quick look and review at this cool looking figure. Guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. So, you guys have probably seen I've reviewed one of these sort of figures before. I believe I've done, actually two actually. So I've done the Shore Trooper from Rogue One and I did the Executioner First Order Stormtrooper. I had to pick this one character up. So, love her or hate her, Captain Phasma. She's a cool looking figure. And so I got her on eBay, really reasonable price. These things really go for like 50-60 quid. I picked her up for 30, so imported from Japan. So I thought that was a really good bargain. So like the other Figuarts action figures, it comes with a great window box displaying the figure. So you've got pictures of the figure on the side and some of the posability on the back there. So there's her with some of the other troopers, some of the accessories she comes with, close up of the figure. The box is really nice and shiny. Don't know if you guys can make that out. It's a really nice metallic sheen to their boxes. Loads of Japanese jargon all down there, that's what it says. And then Star Wars logo with the side. So yeah, really cool box for display. They come open really easily, and say once you've finished posing the figure, you haven't got room for it on your shelf, you can literally put it back in there again and display it just like this. So really cool. But we're going to open her up today and have a little look at the figure. Here's Phasma outside of her packaging. So like I said, love her or hate her, she does make for a great action figure. She just looks so cool. So the first thing that drew me to this figure, because I say I haven't really got many of these figures, I really do like them, they do come on quite a high price point, was the metallic paint job. So she is literally, it's not vac metal, but it's a really shiny silver all the way over. You can see it reflecting really nicely. They can even see my reflection of my hand, in the metal as well. It's really buffed up, really nice and shiny. Absolutely superb paint app on her. Now size wise, she probably stands just above 6 inches I believe, so I don't know, I think this whole line is around that height. Phasma you'd expect to be a little bit taller, but here's her compared to a 6-inch Black Series First Order TIE Fighter pilot, and you can see she's just kind of a little bit taller than him, so she's probably standing rocking in at about 6.5 inches, perhaps 7 inches. So yeah, that's really cool. So she does kind of like sit in with the black figures as well, so you can pose her probably with your black figures if you haven't got a Phasma already. Now the good thing about Figuarts is because they are specifically designed with a lot of articulation, this has a range of motion. So her head literally is on a ball joint, swivels all the way around. Literally you could do a 360-degree move. Her cape is attached separately, so that literally moves around all over the place, so it doesn't hinder any movement at all, which is good. She has got a torso crunch and a swivel there just below her breastplate, so that's cool. Literally swivels all the way around, loads of movement. The arms go all the way around, literally they spin 360 degrees, and they've got a hinge joint as well. The shoulder pads, I don't know if you guys can make this out, are literally joined to the shoulders by a separate piece, so these actually move out as well. These are a little bit articulated. You guys can see the piece there, you can move out and put it back in there. So this really does aid in the movement of the figure, so nothing falls out, nothing gets in the way of it. Then we've got another swivel just at a bicep, another hinge joint and a swivel at her elbow, a 360-degree rotation all the way around her hand. You guys can see all the joints there. It doesn't really detract from it though, seeing all the joints, because she's got black undersuit. Same on the other side there. Then she has got a waist swivel here as well, just below the torso crunch there. So that's cool. Bits on her belt. They're cool. They're literally pieces attached to a belt, separate pieces that are attached, so they move as well, so that doesn't hinder any of her movement there. Then obviously a groin attachment, so she could do the splits. Their legs go forward. There's a little bit of hindrance there with the armour. They go all the way to the back there. It's about as far as you go, but she does a massive splits, which is really cool, so you can get some good dynamic posing. Then we've got a double hinge joint, one above and below the kneecap there, and then a foot swivel goes up and down. It's on a little bit of a rocker, not really much of that though because of the armour, but you can literally get a little bit of rocking there. So a little bit of a foot rocker there if you want to pose her at an angle with her legs, say akimbo like that. And then she's also got a little bit of articulation at the toe, so she's got a joint there, so you can literally pop her toe right up as well. So we'll have a quick look at her cape. So it is attached, like I said, a separate piece round her neck. It's got a little bit of detail, the red stripe going down it. It's got a few other bits on it as well. So you can see she's got like some pockets or details on the back with, you know, kind of folds in the cape all moulded out, which is a really nice touch. It's a bit more of a gummy plastic, this, so you can bend it a little bit. It doesn't stay in place, but you know, you can move it all around the place without hindering any movement at all. So Captain Phasma comes with a plethora of accessories as well, a few of them specific to The Last Jedi. So first of all, she has in her blister there, blaster rifle. So you got the shiny blaster rifle, same colour as her armour. Got a bit of motion on it as well. Then you guys get sets of hands as well, so you guys can see that's just like the Hot Toys figures, only smaller form. You got a couple of open set hands, closed hands for gripping a blaster, and then ones for her extendable fighting pole, which you get three versions of that as well in there. So you get this small version where it's just unextended, so it's kind of more like a baton. Then you get a bigger version there, which is kind of like opened a little bit, so you can, you know, this one here attaches to a belt. See the little peg there that goes on a belt. This one's more for posing in her hands, so just before she's extending it. And then you get the fully extended weapon as well. So this again is all brought out with that really lovely shiny silver paint job, like a chrome kind of paint job. It's got some details on it as well, guys. You can see there's a kind of bit of a decoration on there. But yeah, really excellent weapon. I'm saying loads of gear with the Phasma figure. Nice little touch as well. So she comes with her little pistol. You guys can see that. Oh, just as a spear. Small little pistol there. She also comes pre-packaged in the box with a pistol actually stored on her thigh in a holster. You can remove the pistol there, take that out, and then obviously put a pistol in her hand, so it makes it look like she's pulled it from a holster, ready to shoot everybody. So her hands are pretty much like the Hot Toys versions. You literally pop them off, there's a ball joint there, and then you just pop the other hand on. Some of these are really hard to get on, so you might have to be patient with these. So thanks for joining me, everybody, for this review of the Captain Phasma from Figuarts. There is another Captain Phasma, I believe they did in this line, but it was for The Force Awakens. I think this one is the more definitive version. I believe the original paint job was kind of a grey colour rather than like this metallic silver. The paint job adds so much to the figure, literally that and the spear. The metallic metal is just absolutely superb on it. It really stands out on the shelf next to all my other figures. Like I said, you can pick her up for about 60-70 quid, but there is a couple of people on eBay that you can import them to get it for 30. The only thing I would say about these figures are that after you've posed them around and had a little look at them a bit, their joints start getting a bit loose, and I did have trouble with Phasma standing up because of her cape was literally pulling herself over. She's a bit more top heavy. I really wish they would put some sort of base in with the figures as well. There's not really any holes in their feet for you to get a base to, you know, to customise them, so you'll probably get them stand with like a, you know, a little bar at the back which clips on round the figure, which some of the other figures on the like the Reveltech figures have on the market. But I say again, that's the only drawback really with them, is that the joints become a bit too loose and it has trouble standing up and positioning, which I was having trouble with on my shelf. Other than that though, guys, 30 quid is a great bargain, and if you really like The Last Jedi, or if you just like the figure Captain Phasma or the character, definitely recommend you picking her up and add it to your collection. Thanks so much, everybody. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, and don't forget to put the alarm bell on so that whenever I release a new video, you're the first to see it. MDW signing off.
Find MDW on Facebook and Instagram now at MDW_toys.